Eugene, welcome to the Digimedia Dude Expo coverage here in NAB 2016.
Hi.
You're with CalDigit?
Yes, I am.
And you guys do storage solutions?
Yes, we do.
And we're going to get into that in just a second, but you know, for my audience, there's always, including myself, there's always confusion as to the different kinds of storage solutions out there, like SSD versus HD, and speed, and Thunderbolt 2 versus 3. So, let's start with like Thunderbolt. What's the difference between Thunderbolt 2 and 3?
Okay, so Thunderbolt 2 and Thunderbolt 3. So they are derivatives that are it's essentially PCIe with a video channel as well. With Thunderbolt 2, well, the original Thunderbolt started off in a 10 gigabit connection. Thunderbolt 2 became 20 gigabits, and now Thunderbolt 3, which is utilizing a different connector, it's now using a Type-C connector, and that'll do 40 gigabits. So roughly double the speed of the previous generation.
Now, is that supported both on Mac and PC?
Yes. Well, I mean, we're hoping that it will. Currently, only PCs have Thunderbolt 3, so we're hoping more than likely Apple will update to Thunderbolt 3, hopefully this year.
And peripheral-wise, obviously you guys offer hard drives that are Thunderbolt 3.
Well, they're in development right now. We have working pre-production units, but you probably won't be seeing anything till later in the fall.
And those are required for like 4K and above, or do you even recommend for HD?
It'd probably be overkill for HD. It really depends. So there's always, you also have to consider the speed of the drives themselves.
Right.
So for instance, if you had, let's say this was, let's just say this was a Thunderbolt drive.
Right.
It's running a 2.5-inch platter regular hard drive. The max bandwidth throughput through this would be like 120 megabytes per second. That's nowhere near close to even saturating USB 3. So you kind of have to factor in the, what the horsepower of the drive itself and the interface.
Now, SSD versus HD, do you have a recommendation one over another?
Yes, so solid state drives, unfortunately, they're not at the capacity levels yet of regular hard drives at a value ratio either. If you need high performance out of something that's, and total capacity isn't as much of a concern, solid state drives are the way to go. With large projects, especially with huge 4K editing projects and stuff like that, where you have a ton of footage that you need to keep on RAIDs. If you have cache to burn, I guess, you can go solid state drives, but hard drives is still where it's at. Even with these larger units, something like this, it'll give you 50 terabytes for $3,500. So you can't get that with solid state drives.
With solid state. And what speeds do you recommend? 7,200 minimum?
Yeah, so typically, yeah, most RAIDs using 3.5-inch drives, they will be using 7,200 RPM drives. So yeah, exactly. And for 4K, depending on what type you're doing, I would say above, you're looking for bandwidth. This is very generally speaking, but over 1,000 megabytes per second. Depending on how many streams you're doing, you will want more, and so forth.
I see.
Exactly.
Well, Eugene, thank you so much for the information. People want to find out more about CalDigit. Where should they go?
You can visit our website at www.caldigit.com.
Excellent. Thanks. Good to meet you, Eugene.
Yeah, thank you so much.